Okay, here's a new one. I threw my carbs on it, got it going. Still has good compression, about 165 in all 4 cylinders, maybe 170 in a couple. She runs pretty good. I'm using the TCI box. I've swapped out both TCI boxes. It seems to run the same, at least while it's idling. I'm not sure about actually putting it on the road. I'm going to try this TCI box, which is made for this year. This is an 83, that's an 85. From what I understand, this is I think 86. 86 came the 1300, so this is from 88, it says. So I don't know if the advanced curve's any different or what, but I'm going to try this bike. Now I'm thinking that I screwed up on this one. For the life of me, I can't find why there would be so much bad compression, low compression. Well, what I realize now is that, I'm going to turn this off. I had to jimmy the key. What I realize now is what I was doing when I was checking compression was sometimes I tested the compression with the carbs off, and that's when it looked good. I believe that's what I did the first time I checked the compression on this one. And then when I was having issues, I checked it again with the carbs on, but I wasn't holding the throttles open, so it couldn't suck air in to compress, so that's why it was looking so low. I was going through the same thing here. I did the same thing yesterday. I took the compression check with the carbs off, put them back on, messed around with tweaking the carbs, and then started looking at compression with the carbs on. And then I even read that you're supposed to have the throttle open, but I just didn't do it. Sometimes you got brain farts. So meanwhile, I think I'm just going to wrap this one back up. Just get the valve train going and get it timed in correctly and the cam chain on and all that in the heads. I think I'm going to try to put it back in here and get it going with that TCI box from the other bike. Anyway, that's what we're doing so far. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to do. So after I realized that I screwed up by not opening the throttle plates, doing the compression check, I came over here and I hooked up the starter and I did a compression check on the 2 fronts. And I never tore these apart on the fronts. Everything I did was on the back because it seemed like that cylinder was the worst, the number 1 cylinder. So I got like 155 and 155 or something like that. So that gives me hope that these really aren't bad. I'm just an ass munch, and I didn't check the compression properly because it made a huge difference when I was checking. I even went back and did it again on that bike with the throttles open and not open, and it's like, it's showing like half the pressure of what it shows when the throttles are open. So that's just a little update. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. I got bike parts all over the place. I don't know which one to work on. I think this one would run if I need to go through the brakes. The big problem with this one is the hubs on each side that set the spacing for the tire are gone. So right now they're just being locked in with the disc brakes. The guy had them all tied up and disc brakes all in a knot. So I just put them back on the way they're supposed to be, and I'll try to get some hubs for this one. I looked through all the parts and I couldn't find any. I got all kinds of junk laying around now. It's all for the new bike. Who knows? I might get 2 of these things running. Yes, indeed. That could be fun, except this gas tank is pretty stinky, pretty rusty down there, and there's no fuel getting through to the fuel pump that's in there. if I undo, oh, right there, I've done the tube, and I poured some gas in and nothing comes out. So we got a stoppage somewhere. I'm gonna have to go through. I'll probably pull the tank out. It's already got this whole rear section loose. I don't know what they were gonna make. Somebody's gonna make a bobber out of it or what. But here we are.